Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody. This is a new channel, so I can't say welcome back, but this is Thomas, i.e. Unlucky. If you're following me over from my Unlucky Gaming channel, this is going to be the home of all of my sports content from now on. And as you can see, this released 30 minutes ago, so I finally was able to log into EA, and I'm going to figure out what I want to do first on NCAA or College Football 25. Alright, well, so I guess my decision is going to be Road to Glory. I was going to start a dynasty, but the servers are absolutely overloaded. I don't know what I should be making the quarter lengths. I think I'll start with 6 minutes. I'm going to be playing on Heisman. If 6 minutes is too low, I'll increase it, but that's currently what I'm thinking. Custom conferences. I don't plan to touch the conferences. But what I do want to do, I want to be an underdog. This is, as soon as I found out there were 4 things you could be, the one thing I knew I wanted to be first was an underdog. And you know what? I was thinking about being a corner for this first league, but I did play a practice game, and it made me realize I think I want to be a wide receiver, but what do I want to be? I think I want to be a route running wide receiver. Alright, so we get a bunch of customization we can do. What are we going to name this guy? For whatever reason, I knew James was going to be the name that I picked, and I don't know how I came up with Marietti, but that's what I'm going with. I do think it's crazy that they have my hometown in this game, but I'm obviously not going to choose that. I'm just going to pick Chicago. But I think that's crazy. I'm picking number 89. I honestly think that's my favorite wide receiver number. Big Amari Cooper fan. Obviously, I'm a Raiders fan. But now how are we going to make this guy look? He's Italian, so gonna have to go with something hairy. Alright, so here's an overall look at Marietti. 89 is the number, have the towel on the back. I've removed the spats, have the legging thingies on. I've got the socks pulled all the way up. We got the towel on the back, got the turf tape, Adidas gloves, Adidas shoes. I'm personally a big Adidas supporter. So, let's go ahead and continue on. The 3-month abilities below are controlled by individual meters that you can upgrade by completing objectives. It will activate based on the associated meter value. Fan favorite, road dog, clear-headed. Didn't read any of those. But yeah, this works. Hello, James. I'm a local reporter covering a few questions, which is most important to you. I want to find a program that's going to develop us over time. And which of these is important? I want to go to a program that has a lot of history. I want a fun college experience. Alright, this article will publish in a couple days. I look forward to following your career. Alright, so across all of the conferences, we'll be able to see who has offered us contracts. Now, going through the 5 stars, we have gotten offers from Ohio State, Georgia, Notre Dame, Michigan, and Alabama. And across the 4 stars, we've gotten offers from my favorite school, Clemson. But none of these guys are super interested in us. But if we go down to the 1 stars, I wouldn't mind seeing who all has some interest in us. What about some of these 2 stars? Like Indiana? I see Rutgers, Duke, Northwestern. Northwestern might be my pick. 3-star Kansas is interested in us. We're going to go with Northwestern. And the way that we're going to spin this story, got a Chicago kid. Only schools that are looking at him are Illinois schools, and he wants to stay in Chicago. They're the only school that offered him a deal. That's kind of how we can look at this. Alright. And we're going to have a bunch of stuff to do right away. But I don't know what all we have to do. Top stories. No, I don't want to quit. I'm so confused. We are able to see who are the Heisman predictions of the preseason. But that's appearing to be it. One, Carson Beck is named first-team All-American in the preseason. Same with Ohio State running back Quinshon Judkins. Able to upgrade our player at all? We got 2 skill points. And are we able to... Alright, so it's just under ratings. So we can upgrade our elusiveness, route running, hands, IQ, power, and quickness. We're 79 speed. Well, the only thing we can grab right now is IQ, so we might as well grab this. Brings us up to a 61 overall. I think we were 59 if I'm not incorrect. But let's go and advance the week. Welcome to Northwestern, James. This entire coaching staff is excited to have you here. I wanted to give you some information before you start the season. Being a collegiate athlete isn't easy. You have a lot to balance in a finite amount of time, so you won't be able to do everything. How long you have depends on if you're on a short normal or bye week. You'll use any unspent energy resting. Quick pointer, you can earn coach trust by your in-game and in-practice performance. Blah, 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 blah. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to guess, yeah, we're in week 0 when we're in a bye week to open up the season. So let's go ahead and start out with practice. We get access to multiple different things. I want to practice. We're going to practice against zone. Get open. Oh, so we're the only person in practice. Or we're the only wide receiver in this drill. Okay. And we're able to score on our second thingy. I don't exactly know how I want to commentate over this yet. So bear with me if this isn't what you're used to. In terms of the people who played NCAA before this game came out. I am not one of those people who played NCAA, and we almost get a catch against a corner with Superstar Dev. That could have been pretty massive. And we're able to get into the end zone, get a little bit more points for us. I will say this game feels a little bit like... I know this is going to be a take that probably crucifies me. I kind of feel like the players move a little bit similar to Madden 19. I know that's probably a take that'll crucify me, but I genuinely feel a lot of Madden 19 in this. And we didn't get anywhere near enough, proving that we are just clear bottom of the barrel in terms of where we're at. But we're gaining some coach trust. That's what matters most. Alright, so one of the things I know we have is we have energy we need to spend every week. We are not close to being injured at all. And we need to spend energy doing random things. So, one thing I want to spend money on, or spend my energy on, is on academics. Because we shouldn't be here to begin with, so we are just going to make sure we can we can stay here at least academically. That's kind of the goal. Off to the second practice, and one of the things we really need to focus on in this practice as compared to the first one is making sure we are coming away with completions. We need to make sure we are going to be able to hold on to the ball and score touchdowns so we can keep increasing that multiplier and collect points. After a pretty solid first drive, we get an opportunity to cook this superstar corner, and we do with a big catch. This corner's playing the deep third. We are just going to take what we can get, and we've got a pretty good multiplier building up. It would be pretty nice if we can get a long touchdown, but I don't know how likely that is going to be. Just playing these outside against these corners is going pretty well, and neither of them are able to tackle us. We get a massive touchdown. We're up to 6,000 XP already, as we're able to find the middle of the field wide open yet again, and we hold on to the ball for another 2,000 points. This practice is going fantastic compared to the last one. We get another catch. We got an 11 multiplier right now. As we're able to get another touchdown, we're up to a silver medal. We just need one more to really secure the gold, most likely. And we got the gold. We have had an amazing practice. This is probably going to be great for our coach trust as we score one more touchdown. Didn't drop a single pass. What a great practice for James Marietti. All right, with that out of the way, we are also going to need to spend some of our points here. And I want to put a little bit of emphasis on getting another skill point. And I think I want to put basically the rest in being a leadership and making sure we are going to be ready for this exam so we can have a great GPA. We end up losing our first game to Miami of Ohio with no playing time from James Marietti at all. This is where it's really important for us to be stacking up skill points and to be doing really good in practice so we can build up coach trust. So we get a text from our coach after our first game. Hey James, how have your first few weeks been going? I don't know how much you'll play this year, but I just want you to be patient. Your time will come. We're just going to be thankful that we even have this opportunity at all. And I think the way that I'm going to handle this is we are just going to get to the point where we even get playing time at all. Hey, the team has this tradition where the freshmen drive with the juniors and seniors all weekend to go wherever they want to go. We are going to do this because I believe this will be beneficial to our leadership. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be good towards our leadership. Karen Jones, academic advisor. We expect a high level. You must maintain above a 2.0 GPA. You have exams in weeks 8 and 15. Oh, and if you get at least a 3.7 on your first, or finish with the 3.7 in your first 3 years, you can graduate early and not have to worry about grades as a senior. That is amazing. So academics is something we're really going to want to pay attention to, especially with how low of a recruitment we had. We just need to make sure that we're able to maintain our position in this school. We're getting our first NIL deal. I wish we would be able to read all of it before. But essentially, 2-week contract, we get 500 followers, so 1,000 followers at the end of this. Sure, why not? And become a fan favorite. Alright, we have Duke this week, and we have, obviously, our normal set of things we can do. But we only have one skill point. We're not able to spend it, so we are just going to sit on that for a little bit. Let's go ahead and take care of our weekly agenda. We only have one bit of energy we can spend, and I think I want to spend it towards academics. Alright, we got our third week of practice, and we're in with a bunch of wide receivers this time. So we should have some opportunities to get open based off of random mismatches on this defense with them having to cover multiple guys. Obviously, we're able to kind of run our own sort of route right there and do what we need to do to get the catch. And we're doing pretty solid to start off this practice. I mean, nobody's covering me right here. We're going to take the free yardage. That's a bad play by me. It's a disappointing interception. We really should have tried to get that ball, but it is what it is. And we are going to go up and get that ball. 25 yards, massive play. If only we didn't lose all that all the multiplier from the play before. Or from whatever that was. We had another opportunity to make a jump ball play, and we make it. Another 23-yard catch. Proving that we might be versatile and not just a route-running wide receiver. Catch that inbounds. Get a massive touchdown grab. I hate that the yards don't count with that, but that's A-okay. We're able to get silver on this one, which is pretty big. We're still able to get a decent amount of coach trust. Similar with the game against Miami of Ohio, we didn't get any playing time, but we did win this game, so Northwestern moves to 1-1. Unfortunately, we have not been able to be one of those players that makes a difference in any of these games, but that's okay, I guess. Alright, this week we have an FCS school, and we still don't have enough skill points to get an upgrade. We're going to go ahead and take care of our weekly agenda first. And, you know, we are starting to be pretty prepared for this, this exam, so I think I want to put the rest of it into XP. Oh, I don't think we're able to. Well, I guess we'll just put it into leadership. That's totally fine. In our fourth practice already with James Marietti at Northwestern, and we need to be making sure we are walking out of these with at least a silver. And the reason why I say this is because we are really close to being... We're close to just moving up on the depth chart in general. Like, I'm not saying we're close to being a starter, but when I looked at the coach trust tree, or the thingy, a lot of the wide receivers here were between 1,500 and 2,000 XP, or coach trust, which puts us in a position where we could potentially get playing time in the next few weeks. And getting out of these practices with decent enough coach trust is going to be massive for us, as we get a big touchdown right there. We're able to keep turning the door on this free safety. I'm just gonna keep abusing. Just gonna keep using it. There's no point in not. We want to start here. We need to prove to our coach that we are a good route runner and that we can play on this team. We already got the gold with 10 seconds left. That's massive. Wouldn't mind trying to go for a big-ish touchdown here. But honestly, just getting these catches and getting everything, I don't know if it adds more coach trust or not, but we'll take everything it'll give us. And we get 14 catches, gold medal. That is massive for this. We get absolutely destroyed by FCS Midwest with no playing time. We just got to keep practicing, because eventually we can become a difference maker for this team. So we are getting some tips on how to get more NIL deals. You can get different types of local, regional, and national deals depending on a ton of factors, but it's mainly your brand and how big the school is. Compensation is tied to those factors. Those deals might get you... Alright, that works. It's okay for you to be picky with every deal. That's mainly what I got out of that. You have one of your first big tests of the year and your honors marketing course coming up. My professor is known for difficult quizzes and tests. Would you like to come in? You know what? We are going to study a lot. I'm hoping that puts a big impact on how ready we are for this upcoming exam. We're just going to use our last remaining energy towards the leadership. We really need to start pouring some of these into XP. Unfortunately for us, a bunch of the wide receivers this past week made a lot of coach trust. They are close to 3,000 now. So our opportunity to be able to play has been pretty much shot significantly down. And we really need to be doing well in these practices in order for us to even get a chance at playing this season. Unfortunately, I don't see that as the case. But I just want to, I want to touch some playing time. As we're able to get a touchdown there. We already got silver with 20 seconds left. I don't know what the metric for gold is, but we are definitely going to be interested in getting gold. Oh my god, why did I go down? That was the easiest touchdown of my life right there. And there we go. We get our touchdown. We get, hopefully, the coach trust that we need, as that is going to be tipped in the air. Time's out, but we get 500 more coach trust. And we lose our game to Washington. We drop to 1-3. Still no playing time for us. And I'm starting to believe that we are going to be a massive difference maker when we're able to step onto the field. Did you see your test grade? You did pretty well, an A-. Check out your GPA to see if it raised at all. Oh, and don't forget about midterms and week 8. Right, our GPA increased. That's pretty good for us, as I'm pretty sure that increased coach trust. Fan favorite activated. That is pretty good for us. We're on a bye week this week. So we are going to have plenty of time to do whatever. I want to spend a lot of our energy on upgrading ourselves. I don't think we have a good opportunity to get hurt because we aren't getting that much playing time. So, and plus we're on a bye week, so we got plenty of time to rest. Going into our 5th practice of the season. 5th or 6th, I don't remember. These are all starting to blend together a little bit. We're just trying to get to a point where we can become a starter, and drops like that are really not going to help our case. I am also, I guess I should mention, I am not planning on restarting any of these practices. Simply because I feel like if we have a bad practice, that's pretty realistic to real life. I mean, I didn't play college football, but I played high school football for years, and I played a couple years of Pop Warner. It is very realistic for a guy to have a bad practice. I mean, I've saw a full week of practice where one of the wide receivers at the school I played at couldn't catch a ball to save his life. But then after that, he went on a really good stretch of catching everything. So bad stretches of time happen, so we just gotta keep that in mind with these practices. But it is super important for us to take care of all of these opportunities to get more coach trust. And an opportunity like this where, for whatever reason, we're not getting any points for the catches, but we're still getting, what's it called? Still getting multipliers. Like that's kind of annoying, but we still manage to get silver. And that's what matters. We're still getting coach trust, and that's good. Hey, there's a party off campus this week. Want to go? The only thing, it's during your night class. I think we're gonna skip our lab. We've got a pretty good GPA, so I think that's okay. Your brand has received a small bump. This week we have the 4-1 Indiana Hoosiers. Let's go and take care of our weekly agenda. Again, I think we're going to spend the majority of our time making sure we are able to upgrade Marietti. Up and at our next practice already. And we're still not getting points for our catches, which I'm not understanding. Like, maybe we're not pushing the ball far enough downfield? Like, I honestly have no idea, but it is kind of annoying. But we do get points there, which is pretty big. And drops like that just can't happen. That's completely unacceptable. We probably just lost silver because of that, but we were able to make up for it on the next catch. So I can't be too mad at him. The fact that we caught that is insane. Just a terrible practice this week. I've really got nothing right now. And we get picked off again. We lose our bronze medal. This is not what we want to be seeing if we want to be gaining all this coach trust. Oh god, that was just a terrible practice. Did you miss your lab this week? Your professor alerted our notice and you missed a pop quiz, so you automatically failed. Not a great impression. GPA is taking a hit for going to that party. Offense coordinator just wanted to make sure you're actually reading the playbook. Here, which attack the middle of the field, that would be a post. Yep, here's another. If we were in pistol, Y trips right. What do we refer to the single receiver on the left as? I honestly have no idea. We're going to get split end. Yep, that'd be the X. One more. If we're running Z, shallow cross out of shotgun, spread Y flex with the Z on the motion. Who's usually running the dig on the route on the left side? We're just going to say the slot. Yep, we use that play to put linebackers in a high-low conflict. Hey, you got them all right. A great opportunity for coach trust. I didn't know the answer to any of those, but that is totally fine. Fan favorite deactivated. I forgot to mention it, but we did lose to the Hoosiers. I honestly completely forgot about that. We didn't get any playing time, but yeah, lol. All right, so we have our exam this week, and I think what we want to do, we want to spend our XP for being prepared, and I think we are going to spend, yep, we are going to spend most of our stuff on prepared, our health, and our leadership, which we do need to be developing, and we're able to upgrade our player, but what do we want to get? Let's go and up our elusiveness. We are already off on practice number, I believe, 8 of the season. And this is pretty... We're at the point where we're just needing to grind through these practices in order to be able to gain coach trust. I didn't have a lot of expectations to start Season 1 of Marietti's career, but I did think we would have the opportunity to get playing time, which is honestly still a hope here. But with how our team is playing right now, I don't think we're going to make a bowl game. We're 1-4. And drops like that, why should I even have the opportunity to play to begin with? Just not having... Last 2 practices have been a little bit rough. Okay. You know, this wasn't a great practice to start out, but we did make up for it, but we didn't get enough coach trust to get anywhere near becoming a starter. And we dropped to 1-5 again, no playtime. This has been a rough season for Marietti and the Northwestern Wildcats. Well, you got your result back. All A's. Check your GPA to see how your results impacted it. We got fan favorite back, which that's pretty big. All right. We're putting everything into being able to upgrade ourselves. It's just so massive. At least that's how I'm kind of looking at it. All right. It's been a while since we've gotten a gold in practice, so that is going to be Marietti's focus today. We need to get back to having good practices. We had a few to string together the beginning of the season, and we have struggled to get back. So that is what we are currently going to try to do. Just string together some good practices. Because I think there is a genuine possibility that we can start probably in week 10. Maybe. As long as we're able to keep making these massive strides with coach trust, we will be totally fine. Drops like that don't help though, bud. I don't know if the difficulty in practice is based off Heisman as well, but some of these drops are a little brutal. I feel like some of the drops shouldn't be drops, but at the same time, what can you do? I wasn't... That stuff, though, is what annoys me, is a wasted... Pretty much a wasted rep. I'm pretty sure we could potentially get silver here. Nope. Oh, wait, no, we could. We still have time. Damn. We're close to silver, but not able to get it. Obviously, that drop earlier in practice doesn't help us at all. Oh my god. I was not expecting this at all. In the middle of a blowout, we are getting absolutely torched by Wisconsin, but James Marietti is going to get his first set of playing time, and I do not like this angle at all. How's this angle? He throws it. Our wide receiver does get open. I was not expecting us to get playing time this early in the season. But at the same time, when you're down 35 to 7, what can you expect? Did we get our first catch of the season? First catch goes for a first down, which that is pretty big for us, and we are dog tired already. I don't know what's going on. We managed to get back onto the field after our team scores 7. And we got a minute 26 to try and make a big play. Marietti is wide open. Why did he wait so long to throw it? We were open for so long, and he just doesn't get it to us. That's painful. You know, I've been staring at this for a while, and I'm really inclined. Well, you know what? We're gonna go to the party. We're just gonna say bet. I really wanted to decline, but oh well. Coach ain't gonna find out. Doesn't matter. We had a catch for 9 yards so far, or catch for 3 yards. In our next practice, we are desperate for a gold. The other wide receivers on this team are up near 4,000 level coach trust, and we simply are not near that. We are in dire need to get a massive bump in our coach trust because we got our taste of playing time. We want more, so we are simply going to be going for that. So far, I don't want to jinx it, but we've been putting together pretty decent practices. We already got a touchdown and bronze with only 37 seconds at that point. Get another touchdown right here. We're already over 5,000 points. Just getting these catches underneath has been pretty beneficial towards getting what we need, as we're able to get this up to the 5-yard line, already above silver. Nice. Not able to get into the end zone there. Don't know exactly what we're doing, but we're able to get the touchdown there. We're closing in on our deserved gold medal. We're up at towards the 7. And we catch this. I cannot believe we did not. We were 92 points away from gold. We lose to Iowa, drop to 1-7, I think we are. We are just not a very good team, as Cade McNamara is the guy that beats us. That's crazy. Alright, so we're at this point in the season where our team is bad. We're not getting playing time. So what my focus is going to be for probably the rest of this year, in terms of the weekly agenda, I want to make sure we have at least 1 in XP, 1 in leadership. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 1, 1 XP. That's going to be my focus for the rest of the season, as long as we have 5 energy. That is going to be my plan. We're starting off our next practice, and we need to have a good one. We make that catch. That's insane. But I don't get why we're right here, though. Like, why aren't we on the 1? I don't know. Some of these things aren't making sense to me, but we're building our multiplier, so love playing man in the zone. In the zone defense. Wait, it says zone attack. Why is that corner sticking on me like glue if it's man? Or if it's zone? That's not gonna be a great hit to sustain. We're able to get a touchdown. We really need gold in this practice. The fact that we turned that into a touchdown is insane. We got gold. We have gold. We have gold. And we're able to turn that into a touchdown. We get our first gold practice in like 4 practices. That is massive. We get absolutely slapped against Purdue. Honestly, I was hoping we'd get an opportunity for playing time, but we started scoring in the 3rd and 4th, so tough game. Really just a fight for playing time. We're not going to use the answers. We're going to study ourselves. Well, we have another bye week. We're 1-8. This is a tough start to our career. Practice makes perfect, and obviously the rest of our team needs to practice because we suck. But we are in a position to do something that we haven't done in a while, and that is put 2 back-to-back gold medals and at practice for us. So that is currently my plan, is to try and get another gold medal. I'm really eager for playing time, even though I'm starting to realize it's probably not going to come until Season 2. Unfortunately, our season stats for this year are probably just going to be 1 catch for 3 yards, but You know what? If you are in the position of James Marietti, if you're in college right now, a freshman wide receiver, just wanting play time, maybe use this as some motivation. Your time will come. That's kind of what I'm looking at with Marietti, especially with how bad the school is. I'm sure any higher ranking recruits are going to want to probably transfer out. So there'll be an opportunity for us as long as this team doesn't scout a goated wide receiver. Yeah, I mean, a good practice. We got another gold. Big week this week against Ohio State. Now watch a team 1-8 like Northwestern be the one to completely destroy this team's this team's stability of being in the top 25. Deciding to test out some of these drills that we have access to in order to just try to change up how our practices are going. Because, I mean, I'm going to be real. Doing that same practice over and over again has made me not want to do it anymore. So I just want to... What the hell? Like, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like sometimes... I stepped out of bounds. Are you kidding? Not a great way to earn coach trust. That one. Nope. I thought this would be another game where we'd have an opportunity for playing time, but I was wrong. We get absolutely steamrolled by Ohio State, though. So to give an updated look at the coach trust, this is where we are at. And the best wide receiver here is way beyond 30,000. Two things. First, don't forget you have finals in week 15. Second, your American government class is giving you an extra credit opportunity if you write an extra 10-page essay. You know what? We're definitely going to do that. We had to play Michigan? Oh, boy. Well, we already used some of this stuff for... What's it called? So I think I'm just going to use some of it for studying, the rest for XP. We need as much as we can get, and we actually have enough for an upgrade, so we're probably going to go ahead and do that. Right, we are in our next segment of practice, and in this one we want to get 8 catches inside of any of these hotspots. Same as Madden 24 if you are somebody who frequently watches that game. But we just simply want to build up a bit of a multiplier, and our goal is to get into these 200 hotspots quite a bit. Just because with the multiplier, they are going to give us so many points. And of course that one I just barely missed the bubble on the other side. Getting gold on this one might be a lot tougher than I thought it would be. We get 400 there. That's pretty massive. It's 15,000 for gold? That is ridiculous. The fact that this was a close game is really disappointing. I thought we were going to get blown out. I thought we were going to get playing time. I was wrong. Alright. So we have an exam coming up. We are now in the prepared status for that. We're rocking a 4.0 GPA. We really need as much of this stuff as we can get. That's what I'm going to rock with. Alright, we have a drill where we get to work on our jump cut. So what that means is when you hold left trigger and you You hold left trigger and you cut to either the left or the right. I wanted to beat that. I thought I could have beat that there. And we're already at bronze. I'm going to guess you have to score on every single one in order to actually get it. Alright, there we go. I can't imagine the gold on this one being too high, and we got hit already. And we win our second game of the season over University of Illinois. I cannot believe we went 2-10 so far. Okay. You know, we've caught up a lot to this guy who is wide receiver 5, but we still have a long ways to go if we want to get a significant amount of playing time. We got the results from your finals. All C's, not good. What? All C... We were... What? What the... Why did my academics just drop out of nowhere? Are you serious? I imagine that's probably a bug, but that is super annoying. Okay, well, I cannot believe that that got blundered like that. Well, we have plenty of opportunity to... Oh, spending our... Oh, we can't even spend it there. That's so stupid. I'm so confused on... Why it said we got C's. We were completely prepared for that. Tyler Show from Louisville wins the Heisman. No shock, we're not going to make a bowl game. Alright, so we're at the end of the season. And we could enter the transfer portal. And if we were to do this... So what I'm gathering is we'd be close to starting at a 1-star school. So... we are going to stick it out with Northwestern after our first season. Alright, so... Okay, so we're starting out our second season with the opportunity to be in a position battle for the 5th wide receiver spot. Last time on Road to Glory, James Marietti was only able to find himself in 4 plays where he was able to record a catch for 3 yards, but did not receive any more playing time for the rest of the year. This lack of playing time discouraged him and made him lose focus on school, which led to him ending the semester with bad grades. With seniors leaving, he does have the opportunity to gain spots on the depth chart in hopes of one day becoming a starter. Last time I Road to Glory, we were shown that we had a position battle with either the number 5 or number 4 wide receiver at Northwestern, and here today we are coming to take our spot that we deserved. And with a performance like that, do we even deserve to become the starter? We need to beat 6,000 points, and doing that's not going to help us, but a juke like that is going to get us a ton of points on the board. And we spin him out, and look at that. We already have enough points to win this wide receiver battle. Now, I know that this is slightly... I know this is different than NCAA 14, where we have a best 2 out of 3 in multiple drills. And on this drill, we're just not able to hack it, but we do win the drill overall, and everything is going to come down to this drill, whether we move up the depth chart or not, and the first catch we're able to hold on to. This is a massive drill for us as if we don't perform well in this drill, we're not going to be able to get any playing time. With a catch like that, we are getting a lot of points, and we still have a lot of time on the timer. Let's sit right here, and we are going to get in for the touchdown. We have enough points to beat Tremaine Bohanna, and we are going to be moving up the depth chart, and hopefully that puts us one step closer to becoming the starter here at Northwestern. And with that, we have won the wide receiver battle, and we have gained 700 coach trust. We are now wide receiver 5. Similar to last season, going to be spending a lot of our... I think I want to have an overall balanced approach, but I'm probably going to be balancing between our academics, leadership, and training. I always want to at least get one in training and then balance it out from there. Frank Covey, the 4th, wide receiver. Hey, man, welcome to the wide receiver room. Hit me up if you have any questions for our starters. They're still adjusting room for assignments because of transfers, so it looks like we'll be rooming together just this week. I tend to sleep over my alarm. Can you make sure I wake up for my practice this week? You know what? We're going to be the good person. We're going to help them out. Of course, man, you're the starter, so do you mind if I poke your brain? Yep. So first of all, I know we have some skill points we might be able to spend on route running. Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and just do that immediately. Hopping into our first practice of Season 2, Marietti is coming with a refound determination to become a starter. With a year under his belt, he doesn't want to be mainly getting catches in practice anymore. He wants to start seeing some on the field. And I believe we are going to be in line for another position battle soon. So that will be very exciting as we move from bench player to, ideally, starter. Bench player to even backup would be really nice, as we're just getting a bunch of these little bonuses. And I'm not able to find my way into the end zone. We don't have the superstar corner on the field anymore, so we lost a hopefully big piece on defense, but considering we lost 10 games last season, I don't know what else. I don't know how much I can expect our defense, or I don't know how good our defense even was. But Marietti is staying up after the catch significantly, using his big size with his route running ability to make extra yards appear after the catch. We're already at gold. This is a great way to start Season 2. We had a really rough stretch of bad practices where we couldn't seem to get rid of a bronze medal. We're going to throw this up in the end zone for Mr. Marietti. Through his hands, doesn't matter. That's 500 coach trust. We walk out of our game against Tulane with the win, and I think I saw something interesting with Mr. Marietti. I think we might have been redshirted this season. Yeah, looking at our coach trust update, we have so much more trust than some of the starters, and I think we got redshirted. I think we're a redshirt freshman. We're not going to play till we're a sophomore. Despite being a redshirt, we were able to get another position battle for wide receiver 4. So I'm really hoping this means we get play time. But I'm kind of concerned that we're not going to get it, even though we are performing significantly better than some of these wide receivers down our depth chart. Which is, why did you spin to the left? Stuff like this is really disappointing, as we were looking like we wanted... I thought we were in prime position to get playing time this season. Marietti's not going to let this go lightly. We're going to be coming with a vengeance. We are really going to need to just keep stacking up practices, and we're going to have to make this coach regret not putting us on the field. throughout our first 13 games. And just like that, we are already beating out. We are already the 4th wide receiver on the depth chart. I think coach is really going to regret the decision he made to redshirt us. Unless we are still able to play, even if it's just home games. I honestly don't know. But we are now wide receiver 4 with even more coach trust. And look at us. Already getting our next set of playing time. This play is obviously not going to go to us. But already early in the season against FCS Midwest, we are already going to be getting playing time. And we are just simply going to do everything we need to do to be able to stay on the field. We are absolutely destroying FCS Midwest. And unfortunately, we're only coming in on run plays. But we just have to do our best on these kinds of plays to make sure that we're able to continue winning this game. And we are staying on the field. We are getting our opportunity for our 5th passing play. Did we catch it? Did we catch it? Or did we drop? Oh, we dropped it. We're staying on the field. I'm going to guess that we benched our starters. Almost threw a pick. I almost don't like this camera angle. We have an opportunity to get pass thrown our way. Just gonna run my route. And we got the first. Nope, we're 4th and 1. And our Northwestern Wildcats move to 2-0. Marietti gets his first set of playing time this season. Significantly more plays. We even got a little dirt on the jersey. Well, we got Kent State this week, and we have a lot of opportunities in this upcoming week. We're looking to climb a lot of spots on the depth chart this year, and if we can put together another gold, we'll be able to challenge the number 2 wide receiver to a position battle. Pretty sure we'll have to challenge number 3 first, but Marietti doesn't care. He'll take down whoever he has to in order to be able to get some playing time, and drops like that make me start to believe otherwise, but we are going to make up for it on this play with the touchdown. I love this practice. Finding the soft spots in the zone like that and getting easy touchdowns. A couple bad plays have led to this not being the practice we were looking for, but I'm hoping against 0-1 Kent State that Marietti is going to be able to get to some of the playing time he knows he deserves. Pretty early on in our game against Kent State, we are getting an opportunity to get on the field. Blocking or not, we are going to be able to help this team win today. And our assignment is to get number 9. We miss our block entirely, but we still gain yards in the play. We are in on our first passing play, and we are supposed to be going for the deep middle, which I am okay with. And they throw to the flat. Aiden Gray gets... I honestly don't know what his yardage was there. We saw a lot more playing time so far in this first half. We had an opportunity to catch that ball and we weren't able to, but that's half. We're seeing a lot of opportunities on the field this game, and we could be the ones to make the difference, and we are able to get our first catch of Season 2. Only 4 yards, but that is such a big milestone. And we beat Kent State in overtime. I need to make a correction. That was 1 catch for 6 yards. Love to get that under our belt already. As Northwestern has started out 3-0, this is something I was not expecting us to do. We have the opportunity to challenge wide receiver something Hyman. You have one of your first big tests. We are going to study a lot. We are finally getting playing time. We are not going to let our GPA get in the way of our playing time. If we are successful in this wide receiver battle, we will be going from a bench player to starter. It is crucial that we are able to get everything we need to out of this practice, as I hate backfield survival. Luckily for us, we normally tear it up in these other drills. So we are just going to have a really good practice for the other two drills, as we already gave the lead to wide receiver 2. And look at that, we already beat his score. Alfonso Hyman, say goodbye to your wide receiver 2 spot, bud. It's James Marietti time. We're just going to have to put a lot of focus on making catches, or else we are not going to be able to get playing time. But we have already beat Alfonso Hyman, Northwestern Wildcats. You're about to meet your new wide receiver 2. And with that, we are wide receiver 2. We beat Alfonso Hyman. Oh boy, does that feel good for us. Now it says we're wide receiver 2, but there's no other wide receivers in front of us if we look at this tree. We've got more trust than Reggie Florima. We've got more trust than all of these guys. Our first game as a starter. We are going up against UCLA, 0-3, 0-2 in their conference. We are currently 3-0. And I'm excited because on our first drive, we are getting play time immediately. All right. Not able to get much yards there on first down. Marietti gets his first pass play of the day, and that is incomplete. Well, with the play like that, we got 3rd and 4. This is a great opportunity. What are we doing? All right, well, I'm going to alter our route a little bit because this is not a good idea for us. And we're able to convert anyway. Whoever number 19 is had a great catch, Aiden Gray. You know, despite us getting playing time, I can understand how we became the starter so quickly with how little we are throwing the ball. Why would a wide receiver want to play here? We're going up against the superstar corner for our first pass catching opportunity of the half, and our tight end is able to get it across the line. I think Aiden Gray's our quarterback. And I'm starting to understand how we were winning all these games. Our running game's pretty good, but UCLA is not giving us an easy time. As we get our first catch of the game, get a few yards, not too bad. We were wide open. We had completely torched our guys. Well, we got 4th and 13. Not a great scenario for us, as we are getting a little bit tired. And he throws it to the tight end, and we do not convert. We are trying to fight back. I mean, we're not in a great position. But we are able to get the first down. Oh my god, what a massive catch for Marietti. Oh my god, we are in the red zone for the first time in our career. You saying they're playing in man. And he just immediately dumps it off for the tight end. He throws it off for wide receiver 1. Let's go. We get our first passing touchdown of the day, I think. And we are in a position to potentially win this game, maybe? Defense isn't able to hold them. A tough loss. Don't want to see our first loss this way. We got an A- on our test. That's pretty good. We're getting a bump to our GPA. And having a good GPA keeps us on the field. We're in practice yet again, and this is a big week for us. We go up against the 4-1 USC Trojans. And this is going to be a game where we know that we're going to get playing time in, so we need to be able to be a difference maker on the field. So far this season, Marietti has 3 catches for 25 yards. And while this is great and all, we need to be able to get a little bit more than that and potentially get ourselves something in that touchdown column as well. But we are still able to absolutely torch our guys on defense and get a ton of yards. It's almost guaranteed easy silvers as long as our quarterback continues to make good passes. Lamau. I'm pretty sure we're a touchdown away from potentially getting gold, and we have gotten gold. Great practice for Marietti. This might give us the opportunity to get the wide receiver 1 receiver battle. I have no idea. We get the ball first in the game against USC. And Marietti going to be opening up with a blocking play. This is a pretty massive play for us if we can get a good block as our running back's able to get 4 yards. First catch of the day goes for however many yards it did. Maybe 6. I think that's what the 6-7 means. Went for 6.7 yards maybe. Just got to keep stacking those together if we want to reach our goal of potentially 500 yards. 400 to 500 yards to probably 3 to 5 touchdowns. And we are able to get our foot down. Another big gain for us. 2 catches to start off this drive is amazing. Got taken off the field for a little bit. Got 2 catches for 29 yards. We already have more yards in this game than we did in the entire season. Where we were not open on this play. I'm glad we didn't call for it. We get a wide receiver screen underneath, and we're able to show a little bit of our toughness as we break a few tackles. I'm loving our involvement in this game. Not having the best day on the ground so far, but we have been able to move it through the air fairly well. As we're able to get another catch for a first down. Marietti's having a game today. Running the ball hasn't been working at all, and we get double teamed and we are not able to convert. We just keep chewing clock and we audible to a run play. I take these players out of it. We've got 5 catches for 52 yards so far. And every passing play we get is an opportunity to get more as we are wide open in the middle of the field. Massive play. That is great for us. Unfortunately, they scored and we didn't get any more playing time after on that drive. Oh, and that was almost picked off. That could have been really bad. Our offense is luckily able to convert the 3rd and 1 that they had as our tight end is able to get a big play. He might have a touchdown. He is running and he is down at the 6-yard line. Late in the 4th, we are down by 9. It's not looking like we're probably going to win this game, but we've been putting in a good effort. Big play by our slot wide receiver. Our quarterback goes over 400 yards on the day. And they take us off the field. We're not able to punch it in. We lose by 9 to USC. We're able to challenge for the wide receiver 1 position. And this is going to be massive if we want to get our touchdown goal. We're a local restaurant and we want to name our premier seasonal item after you. You know what? Yes. You'll receive no energy. Absolutely. We're totally going to take that. After a game like that, it's time for Reggie Florima to become a wide receiver 2 and James Marietti become the starter. And our very first play of practice, we are getting a ton of yards. Unfortunately, we dropped that one. This is one of those parts of practice that we cannot afford to lose in, because we typically get stuck in a drill that Marietti's just simply not very good at. And right there, we are able to muscle through and hold on to the ball and almost break off for extra yardage. That would have been massive, but we get the touchdown on this play, and our multiplier continues to increase. And Marietti is on his way to being the #1 wide receiver for the Northwestern Wildcats. And we get another drill that Marietti is a big fan of. We just have to juke out some of our guys, and look at us. We are already making significant progress to being wide receiver 1. And look at us. Just 34 points, 44 points away from being the new starter of the Northwestern Wildcats. Not able to get too much, but we are able to get a ton of yards. Massive for us. I'm going to juke out this safety, and look at us. Here's wide receiver 1, James Marietti. Going up against Nebraska, ranked number 17 Nebraska. Somehow only 2-1 to open up this season. But this would be a massive win to get on our resume if we are able to. And our running back is able to get quite a few yards, up for the 7, Caleb Kalamafe. But we are at the point where the only time we should not be on the field is on complete running plays, which is really big for us. We finally get a pass play called, and Nebraska was able to get another field goal, and that is almost picked off. We were not in the right area at all for that. We're losing big. We're not getting much playing time. We're not getting many opportunities to even pass because we're just getting rid of it so quickly when we do pass it. It's really discouraging for a budding wide receiver looking to... What the f*** are you doing? We got 3rd and 6. And we're able to get our first catch of the day, but Marietti just, I don't know what he was doing on that play when the ball just zipped by him, but that's not exactly what we want to do. We need to get ourselves into this game, get ourselves involved, and it throws the ball underneath to McFarland. We've got a play to potentially show our speed. And we throw it underneath to the running back. We get our first end zone trip with Marietti in this game. 2nd and goal. And it is tipped in the air. I thought we were getting our first touchdown right there. Oh my God. And into the passing lane again. I'm tired of the tips. Trying to shake up my routes a little bit. Try to create a little bit of extra space for us. And we're able to do that a little bit right there as we get our 2nd catch of the day. We just need to get a little bit of momentum going for next week. There's no way we're going to win this game, but we need to be able to try and get something out of it as we get another completion. Rough game for Northwestern. We get absolutely destroyed by Nebraska. Can't say it's unexpected. You know, I really want to blame the coach because it's... I know what I don't like right now. We have the bye week. We have a lot of energy to spend, and we should have 5 skill points after this weekly agenda. We have 5 skill points, and the main one I would really like us to get is quickness. Honestly, power wouldn't be terrible either. I think we're going to go for elusiveness. I think this will be really big for us. This shoots us up to a 68 overall. Let's go to practice. All right, in practice, I wanted to try this wide receiver battle drill again because last time we did it, we were struggling to get gold, and I think with how we have been improving, we should be pretty close to getting, or at least having a better opportunity to get gold. But we throw a pick there. Not exactly what we want to see. Coming off a really bad losing streak, we really need to get back in the winning column as a team. But individually, we seriously need to get a touchdown. We've gone over 100 yards. We have 11 catches for 127 yards. But our touchdown goal, we are not working towards. We're able to get silver and keep building up coach trust. Well, we got all A's. This is pretty good for us as we go up against #1 ranked 5-0 Oregon. We somehow stop Oregon on their opening drive, and we are in their territory as we get the ball. I'm going to guess we probably got a pick or a fumble, but we're able to get our first catch. We absolutely torch this guy, or I guess moss would be the better term. That's a great way. That's exactly how we want to open this up. And we get our second catch immediately. We are getting involved early in this game. Already got 2 catches for 21 yards. And maybe we'll find ourselves getting our first touchdown if things go how we expect them to. Get a block. We got 1st and goal. We might score first here on the #1 ranked team. In the throwing lane. That's unfortunate. We get brought back onto the field. I was having a feeling they were going to need it. As we're not able to hold on to the ball, hits us right in the hands. That's where we need to be better. We get another catch. We have not had a lot of opportunities today. We haven't been getting a whole lot of opportunities in this game, and if anything, this is probably the best one we're going to get when we get sacked. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is with this team. I don't know if it's the quarterback. I don't know if it's the offensive line. But 5 sacks. That's tough. We lose our 4th straight in a game that was very winnable for us. I can't believe it. Marietti's finding it hard to want to practice when you're on a 4-game losing streak. And that first route just proves that he's got a real lack of desire to be here. It's been rough. We've worked all this time to become the starter and become a difference maker, and we rarely pass. We're not getting targeted that much, and in practice, we are grinding. We are doing everything we need to do in practice, but it's just not translating to the field. It's a little disheartening to see. And we've left a few plays out on the field, that's for sure, but we have lost some games that we definitely should have won. And it's just not good. I'm starting to focus my weekly agenda on getting more skill points for Marietti. He's already very prepared for his upcoming exams, so I'm not worried about those at all. But we just need to find a way to get better. And skill points are the way to do that. Almost a pretty good practice. We just left a lot on the table. We get our first catch of the day. We lost... What? Why did it say we lost yards? Were we out of bounds? Me and our head coach are going to start having some issues. Because there are some game time decisions that I am just not understanding. You got 3rd and 11 and you take your receivers off the field. What are you thinking? The other thing that is also kind of annoying me in this Road to Glory is that the way that plays are chosen, I think, is so stupid. So it's choosing plays based off what the community is running. So what humans are running. Like, why... Oh, we're fucking... Why are we not on the field? Love that we magically go from 0-0 to up 24-0 and we have nothing to do with it. Maybe our defense just had a run. I'm going to have to check the stats, but we just keep running the ball. Oh, we're going to pass it on 3rd down instead of run it like every other time? Yes, let's throw the check down on 3rd down. Oh, we went for it. Way to go. I don't know. I need something to voice my frustrations. I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, we're running every single play. Just. And the reason why I say, well, the community thing has popped up, but this jet sweep has not worked for us at fucking all. But, like, obviously it's not going to work because the humans know how to alter the play. Like, we don't just follow the goddamn... Oh, thank God. Wide receiver screen. Yeah, get the block again. I'm just frustrated. Came here to play wide receiver, not offensive line at wideout. Oh yes, we lost yards. Let's run this play again. You know what? At least we're winning. We're beating a ranked team. I shouldn't be complaining. How many carries does our running back have? 19 carries versus 18 pass attempts. So I just realized what our issue was this whole time. I didn't realize... Okay. I can agree or disagree with the play. Okay. I no longer... Most of my rant, ignore. We're able to get another catch. So I do have the opportunity to... If I disagree with the run play. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so... If the plays suck, though, what am I supposed to do about that? We get our first touchdown of our road to glory. Oh my God. I learned how to call plays, and look at what happens. Back in practice, I don't know what to say after that last game ended. Now that I know that, I think we have a chance to be very good next season. Because if I would have known about being able to choose plays at certain times, oh boy. We probably would be ranked. But right now, we are in the fight for a bowl game. We only have 4 losses, so this is definitely really achievable. And we're going up against Minnesota, who's 2-6 this week. That was nasty juke. But now that we know how to be the difference maker in games that we want to be, I think this is where I'm going to take a step. And you guys are going to see less of practice. I'm still going to do them. If there's anything that is like worthy of showing, like a cool play or whatnot, I'll show it. But just know we are getting really good, and especially on zone attack and the passing skeleton. Don't see a world where we're not getting gold very often, at least silver. All right, knowing what we can do, knowing that we have a lot more control over the offense than I thought we had, we are going to... I'm hoping we completely blow out. What's it called? We are looking to absolutely destroy Minnesota. And right there is not a great example of how I plan to do that. We need to save our play changes, though. What does concern me, however, is when we're in the middle of a drive and we get taken off the field. So that is something that I dislike. Oh, and we're able to get loose. We're able to get loose. We get a bunch of yards after the catch. What a great start for Marietti. So this is where I have a bit of a gripe. I just go off for a massive first down. Why are you taking me off the field? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a big fan of when I click change play. I only have like 2 plays I can choose from. Obviously, like, I can cheese the sideline all I want, but it's not exactly what I like to have access to. Didn't like the run play that they called for this scenario. We're able to get the first. With us being able to control our own destiny, I'm kind of hoping that as we get more opportunities to pass, we are able to do stuff like that where we get a massive play and touchdown. Let's go, Wildcats. We have an opportunity to come tie the game. It is 28-21. And we get a catch 7 yards, I believe. We're hungry for more of the ball and hopefully our second touchdown of the season. First one in this game. It'd be really nice so we could, if we can get a game winner. As that was not a very great ball to throw. But I'm liking the direction our coach has taken this drive. We got 3rd and 5. I'm not calling a screen on 3rd down. We're using what we have access to, and unfortunately, as much as I like running that play, I don't think it's going to be beneficial long term, and we get taken off the field. Oh my god, we get taken off the field, but we get to come back in the red zone. We are taking this all day. As we get our second touchdown of the year, let's go. I don't get how we lose coach trust there, but second touchdown for Marietti, having an absolute great game so far. And we can get an opportunity to seal this game away. And I think he scrambled away. He didn't get rid of it. We've got 8 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. I'd love this to be the first game where we're able to go over 100 yards. And we're able to convert for the first down and go out of bounds. Marietti's getting tired out there, but you know. Oh my! I didn't break off how I thought I would. We might have just lost this game because of that. We lose in heartbreaking fashion to Minnesota. Oh my god. What the f... Going up against highly touted Michigan. And I don't know what's happened, but we're not the #1 wide receiver anymore. I don't know what's happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we just dropped back down to wide receiver 4. I have no idea why this happened. I'm honestly so confused. The loss to Michigan makes sense, but we only got a few plays of playing time. Yeah, I have no idea what happened, but we just got kicked back to the bottom of the depth chart. What? Even though you can see we have more coach trust than almost every other wide receiver on this team, I'm going to guess we had a guy that was hurt. Why am I now in a position battle for wide receiver 5? The only part of this that makes sense to me is that this is the pre-release version. This isn't the version that the content creators got, but this is the one that everybody gets access to if they pre-ordered the game. Yeah, so I've been looking things up in between everything, and it appears that Road to Glory is incredibly bugged because somebody else was given 300 skill points in week 2 of their Underdog, but whatever. It really sucks having the opportunity like this to be in to win the game, and I can't choose a passing play to myself. It just really stings. And we end up losing the game. We were in field goal range. Don't know how we lost it. Well, we managed to beat Illinois. No playing time at all during this game. I don't get how you can justify benching a wide receiver after he had a 9-catch game, 95 yards and a touchdown, and now he just hasn't played. I don't get how you can justify that. We have our position battle. Now, with the way that we have been treated in the end of this season, there's a sour taste in James Marietti's mouth. I'm just letting you know that now. I don't know if we got benched because of overalls or if it's just because the official game doesn't come out for another 2 days. I have no idea. I guess the official game comes out Thursday night at 11 p.m. But either way, shouldn't happen. But what can you expect when the game's built on a Madden engine? I mean, we won the battle. Northwestern is giving James Marietti quite the sour taste in his mouth. Especially when we are so far ahead of every other wide receiver that trusts us. Or that, just disgusting. Just disgusting. We have 10 skill points. We're going to upgrade our quickness. We go up to 84 speed. We're 69 overall. Nice. And we have a decision to make. We started off this season as a starter. And they stole it from us. Our head coach just simply stole it from us. We'd still be a walk-on at most of these 4-star schools. We have some interest from some of these better schools. I think we're going to move to the Big 12. You shouldn't have benched us, coach. We're going to Kansas. We entered the transfer portal. What were my stats for this season? We had 29 catches, 325 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Still pretty good, but time for us to carve out something new. Well, we come here and we're instantly able to challenge the wide receiver 4 receiving spot. Last time on Road to Glory, James Marietti started off the season in the position to climb Northwestern's depth chart, which he then did and became a starter early in the season. But after a game with 9 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown, our coach decided to move us down the depth chart back to wide receiver 6 despite our budding performance. This decision angered James, and as he finished out the year, he was figuring out where he was going to transfer. Once the season ended, he entered the transfer portal and is now giving his talents to the Big 12 and Kansas. After a rough season 2, we have transferred to Kansas, and James Marietti is already fighting for a spot on the depth chart. We are trying to beat Parker Galley, and we are looking good in blue. I can say I am a fan of the New Jersey. really, really disappointed in how our time at Northwestern came to an end. But, I mean, can't be too mad at it. That's all I really got is, you know, we got benched. It's time for something new. And new is climbing the depth chart here. They have a superstar corner here, which is encouraging for me because we want to be playing against better talent. I don't know if Kansas is exactly a better school, but Northwestern betrayed us, and that's kind of what's the mindset Marietti has as he's going through these practices, climbing this depth chart. That he earned the spot, and they took it away from him for no reason. We're wide receiver 4, and we gained a bunch of coach trust. We have more trust than anybody else on this roster. Why are we just not the starter? All right, early on in our game against UCF, we are getting our first ounce of playing time, and we already have our first catch with Kansas. I'm hoping that this is the beginning of a great stretch of time. All right, we get another opportunity here. We get our second catch, and we're having a great start. And we're carving up on offense on the very limited time we get. We've gotten 3 catches and a ton of yards. I mean, we're coming for that starter spot here. We lose our first game by a lot, and I just hope we're able to become a starter here before we're knocked out of a bowl game. We're in the position to challenge for wide receiver 3. We're going to be getting a lot of playtime here soon. I honestly have not a lot of words for this drill right now outside of I think it's very interesting that I've got nothing. Well, we got what we needed. We're just going. We're wide receiver 3. That's all I got. We're wide receiver 3. We're seeing playing time early in our game against Mizzou. The fact that we caught that is insane. And you know what? I am going to keep going on this passing idea. As we get a touchdown, let's go Kansas. Love that we don't see the field for a while and then we come back down 21-7. But it's okay. We're going to get the first down and a little bit more. Oh boy, this is going to be nice. I'm loving this. We hang on to it. We're going to call a timeout real quick. I'm not exactly in love with how we run this, but with the way that this play has gone early, it's a good opportunity to score a touchdown. And this is what we have needed. A quarterback that can really put some spin on the ball. Oh, beautiful. Unfortunately, whenever I change the play away from a running play, I'm only able to change it to like a play action or 4 verts, which the 4 verts has worked every time we've called it, but unfortunately it is not enough for us to get the win. Close game against Mizzou. We get our first catch against Middle Tennessee State, and that's about all we're going to get out of this drive. Oh my God, we had this up. We've had a really interesting game against Middle Tennessee State. And we're not able to get the touchdown. We're back on the field with another touchdown. I love this four verts play. You know what? We weren't really big impacts in this game, but it doesn't matter when you are winning. So we'll take this. We moved the 1 and 2. Are we getting our position battle to go up against wide receiver number 2? Let's go. We're going to need you to stay after practice this morning. Let's go. We're going to study a lot. We want to make sure that we are able to stay on the field academically. All right. We have our position battle. And so far in our limited time at Kansas, I feel like we've already been more appreciated as we've gotten playtime in pretty much every game so far, and there's nothing better than that. I mean, we've been working hard to get time on the field, and I'm happy to be at a place that I feel like maybe they'll actually appreciate our talents on the field. Now, we do still have to score a touchdown here. That is something we have not yet done, but we're doing good on the yardage wise. And I mean, so far in these practices as well, we have also been doing pretty stellar. Oh, we got this one. This is an easy beat. We are going to have to put in some work if we want to increase Marietti's speed. And honestly, that's probably going to be what I focus on the most in these upcoming on this overall season. We're just going to be saving up skill points to just try and make us more athletic. Because as we move on, if we can carve a name for ourselves here at Kansas, who's to say we can't make it a little further than college? But obviously, before we can start thinking about going pro, we need to first become an established starter at a program. But I know Marietti's got to be thinking, you know, I'm torching people in practice all day. If I get an opportunity to start and show myself, becoming a wide receiver in the league, you could be very realistic. Like I'm talking about torching it up in practice and we're just absolutely getting stomped. But plays like that makes you wonder what could be. Oh boy, wide receiver 2. Let's go. I mean, now that we're a wide receiver 2, we're going to open up this game passing. I want to try and see if we can make a splash early, and we are going to be able to first play of the game. We get a good amount of yardage with Mr. Marietti. We're able to convert on third down. That's what matters. I don't get how we're losing coach trust. Lost yards after catch. Oh, I'm understanding that. Okay. I can understand how that's a big deal and all, but that's not a bad gig for us. We're able to get the ball twice in the same drive. We hold on to that. We got a big catch. The first one of the second half, it's been really slow for us. We're getting us first downs. It's 5 catches over 80 yards. Just need the opportunity. We have a good day individually. I mean, story of this, our time with Kansas so far. As expected, we are going to be able to compete for the #1 wide receiver position, which I'm excited for. I feel like we deserve it more than we ever did at Northwestern right now, simply because of how much we have been able to put up on the field. I mean, let's go! We're at least getting a catch a game every one that we've played in. And this is only going to get better. I don't know how much XP we get per game or like per whatever, but We're hoping that it's not gonna add up to nothing. I just need to get this 200. Yeah, I mean, Marietti has definitely carved himself out as a starter. Pretty much in whatever smaller D1 school he goes to, in my opinion. So I think it's more so right now about making sure that we are able to contest for newer heights. We need to just put up... God, I need to just think of what I want to say. We need to be able to just put up stats so we can get out of our 3rd season as a collegiate athlete. We just need to have a successful season so we can get XP and continue to level up our overall. That was not as hard as I was making it out to be. And I think as long as we're the starter the whole game and we don't get hit with that glitch like we did with Northwestern, I could see it being totally reasonable. I think our goal should be 900 yards, 8 touchdowns. I don't see that as a completely unreasonable goal. We came to college, maybe not... We came to college maybe thinking we probably shouldn't have played. Northwestern was the only school that wanted us, so we stayed local to Chicago. And now we're the wide receiver 1 of the Kansas Jayhawks. Just want to see what all we can upgrade out of curiosity. This one might just be worth getting. Yeah, we're going up to a 70 overall. We're playing against a ranked team, and we want to do well. We have worked our way up to the wide receiver number 1 spot. We should definitely work towards proving that we deserve it. I don't know why we got taken out of the game for so long. Maybe we were hurt, maybe we were tired, who knows, but I mean, we're just gonna have to do what all we can do. Oh, we cannot fumble that. Oh my god, I was like, oh my god, are we really gonna spin out of this and get yards? We're able to get a massive catch. First time I think we've ever really like burned a wide receiver there. And that was pretty nice for us. Luckily, our defense has helped us out, and we are able to get back on the field with another first down for Marietti. We get the first down. We're continuing to stack up stuff. We got taken off the field to end off that drive, and luckily we scored, but they also scored as well, which is not ideal. Oh, lost yards after catch. That's brutal. So it'd be nice to reach that milestone potentially in this game. We are getting dangerously close. We go over 100 yards on the day. Let's go. That was pretty big for my confidence at the very least, and we had the sideline. Heartbreaking loss in a game where we had a really good day. 8 catches, 108 yards, first 100-yard game of our college career. All right, jumping right into our game against Utah. They are 3-3, a team that we should be able to pick up something against, as our running back gets a first down on the very first play of the game. I don't understand why we keep getting taken out of the game so early on, and then we are brought back in. Oh, they threw that to me anyway. They thought I was the most open. Oh my god, I'm finally in. Like, Maybe I need to make the games longer? Like, I don't get how we're not in the game for, like... I didn't lose yards after catch. I mean, our efforts helped us win. I guess that's what matters most. Just some of this mode confuses me. We have our game against TCU, and a game I'm hoping that we aren't involved in super early, then don't come back onto the field until the third. I would significantly prefer that. I also love that we just stopped insisting on running the ball. We finally get our first catch of the day, but of course we aren't able to do anything with it because we go down to the ground instantly. Oh my god, we got our first touchdown with Kansas. Let's go! Oh my god, what a great way to end off the first half of this game. Oh, that felt so good to finally get. I'm gonna move the chains, that's what matters. Getting these firsts, it's all that matters. We just need to do something to help us win this game. Our running back has not had a very good day, but we have had a solid day in the air. We got a minute left in the game. We are down by 3. And Marietti has a chance. Marietti has a chance. We get a massive play. We are definitely over 100 yards on the day. We're calling a timeout. We didn't go for the field goal? Are you kidding? We lost? Tough game. We had a really good day. We went ahead and upgraded our IQ just to give us another overall between games. But yeah, that's all. The only change. I mean, we just need to find a way to win. Really didn't have a lot of thoughts after that last catch. I mean, I'm just starting to expect some of these by now. See, on a play like that, why are we instantly sitting down? We could get the first. Like, I just don't get that. It's tough to put up points when your quarterback is unable to maintain his ability to stand up. Because we're able to actually get our block off, and that leaves a ton of rushing room for our running back. I'm going to get another little chunk of yardage right there. I'd love to be able to run some more unique plays out of coach suggestions, but I'd love to have the same play, not a new one. Flag on the play. Blocking the... Oh, the flag's on me, lol. Losing by 4, we're able to continue racking up yards. Starting off the third quarter. I love what we can do when we have the ball in our hands. And that is massive for us. Fourth and inches is brutal. Well, we scored a touchdown on that drive that we got down at the 1, and then I didn't see playing time for the rest of the game, so I don't know what happened. Finally get our first receiving play against Baylor halfway into the first. And he goes to the tight end anyway, but we get the first down. So far in this game against Baylor, we have not had a catchable ball even thrown to us. Till now. Okay, nice. Finally, we get a catch. Catch for 13 yards is not exactly how I think if I was a coach I'd use my number one wide receiver. But what do I know? Oh, our quarterback's got no yards either. I'm just trying to do anything to create space. And unfortunately, I'm only able to call 2 plays outside of what's inevitably always going to be a run play in the middle. And I just love that we're always in these game-winning scenarios where at one point we're winning the game, at one point we're not, and oh my god, we got a bunch of yards right here. We need to no-huddle this. We just lost this game. Shocker. I don't know if NCAA 14 was like this, but if it was, this is unfortunate. You can't win a game when you're throwing a pick six a game. We're finding an opportunity to potentially come back in this game, but let me tell you, some of this game has been very tough. I don't know what I'm supposed to do differently outside of not transfer to Kansas. Can you please just throw it to me, quarterback? I really wish I could have trashed my quarterback instead of the coach. Because Jesus Christ, this has been brutal. I'm just so happy we just keep running the ball. We have one of the best wide receivers in the Big 12 lined up out left. We just keep running the ball. I guess it's like, should be thankful we're even getting playing time, but at the same time, for what they cost us to get this playing time, I almost feel like I'd be in the same spot at Northwestern. Oh my god, they actually gave me the ball. I wasn't ready for that. Every single time we run that play, I never get the ball. Just keep me involved in the game and we're fine. And after 2 plays, I get taken off the field. We get a red zone opportunity for the first time in what feels like forever. We get a touchdown. That feels good. I can tell you that much. When we get the opportunity to like do what we do, it's great. But then in a situation like this where I get pulled off immediately, and don't get me wrong, I get the idea of like taking a play off in the scenario it just gave me. But the times where I like am taken out for an entire quarter is ridiculous. Love a wide receiver screen on 3rd and 13. That's totally gonna work. What? It didn't? No. Thanks, Windows 11. We go over 100 yards in the day. You know, I can't complain too much. We are getting, like, we are doing pretty good individually. It's just the thing that sucks is, like, I want to be more of an impact to why we're winning. And it's like, yes, I'm doing that with 100 yards receiving, 9 catches, and a touchdown. But, like, I don't know. I'm greedy. Now, you couldn't have thrown a more inaccurate pass. You gotta throw it to me, squad. There's nothing better than throwing the check down when you need a first. Love that. Great way to lose a game we should have won. No way, we finally get our first catch at the 2-minute warning. This game has been a snooze fest. That Kansas game was a rough one. I don't know how I have a position battle when we're out of the playoffs, but let's just recap this season. 62 catches, 856 yards, 2 touchdowns. Would have liked to see more touchdowns. I'm happy with the yardage. I'd love to know where we stand in terms of whatever, but it's truthfully hard to be motivated when your team just keeps losing. Like, we finished 4 and whatever at Northwestern last season, but it feels like we took a step back this year. I don't know. I don't want to transfer again, but I do think we have opportunity to grow with Kansas. I do believe that to be true. But I think if we want, like, any legitimate accolades, like, I don't know, chasing a Blitnikoff, I think we might end up having to go somewhere else. We just need a better offense. I'm curious to see how we did in comparison to the Big 12. Like, how did Marietti do? How did we compete? Or how did we compare to other wide receivers? We obviously didn't break 1,000. So I doubt we're top 5, but I would like to believe we're top 10. Obviously, a big thing we are missing is touchdowns. Outside of the touchdowns, we were the best wide receiver on our team. But how do we do in the Big 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We were the 12th best receiver. Honestly, a game or two away from being the best receiver in the... It's so infuriating. Florida wins the national championship. Who's got interest in us? Do we have any 4-star interest? The Razorbacks. I think we're gonna stay a Jayhawk. I don't get why every single season we have to start from wide receiver 5. I don't know, maybe that's just a bug, but that just doesn't make sense. I was one of the best I was the best wide receiver on this team last season. Back with more James Marietti. If I remember correctly, we have a position battle. Let's go and just knock it out. Part of me thinks that the reason why we got knocked down the depth chart was due to our overall. And I was a little perturbed. I think that might be the right word to use. At the end of the last season, is that we were on a losing streak. I don't know. Felt like we were being underutilized, if anything. Which, I don't know. But I'm coming in here to our second season with Kansas with a different mindset. I just want to dominate. I want to get my overall up a bunch, and we want to try and get a Bulletnikov. That is my goal. And, of course, we have easy drills to work with. One thing I've noticed is my controller is really loud. But I can't do too much about that. And our defense can't do too much about Marietti. I hope this is what we see in the regular season. As we have yet to have a winning season with the team that we have been with. And this is our 4th season, so I think we get one more year of eligibility. We have a lot to do. We have a lot of things to do before our time in college is done. I guess another thing I want to say while I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know, I'm planning on recording this video in a good mood, but one thing I've just been thinking about, you know, you make your most anticipated college football game in 10, 11 years, whatever, however long it's been, and you riddle it with copyright music. So you end up having to turn everything off like I did. Like, I just don't get it. We already won the position battle, but I'm just kind of using this as a warm-up. I'll probably see you in our first game. All right, we got Texas Tech this week. I'm heavily subscribing to the idea that we're so far down on the depth chart because of our overall. I mean, we're just stacking up skill points. I'm going to be prioritizing grabbing skill points. Until we really have to worry about our health, that's basically what I'm going to do. I'll see you in the game. We didn't get playing time against Texas Tech. You know what? I'm okay that we won. I honestly am happier with that than us not playing and losing. Than us playing and... whatever. We have another position battle for wide receiver 4. The one thing that kind of irks me is, like, I could definitely be a higher overall if I spent my skill points differently. So I'm, like, kind of in a position where I'm like, I kind of did this to myself. But I don't know. We're just gonna have to work really hard for a Blitnikoff because we didn't get any playing time week 1, and we're probably not going to get much this week, but we're gonna get more than what we got last time. We're gonna have to have a really good season. Like, I don't know. I've been looking on Twitter, and I think people are over exaggerating. They're like, "Oh, my guy didn't get any playing time until whatever." I'm like, well, yeah, because you probably sent your guy to a 5-star. Like, you're not gonna pick. Let's just be real. You're not gonna play if your Jimmy stocks shelves at a Walmart and decides they want to go play college football, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk into Georgia." Like, no shit, you're not gonna play. I'm surprised the coach doesn't have a conversation with you, like, "Hey, like, you're less than a practice dummy." But I don't know. We're wide receiver 4, 3, whatever we were fighting for. Wow. We had a second game in a row without playing time. We lose by 3 to ranked Washington State. I genuinely thought we'd get in the game a little bit. All right. We love being interrupted while recording. Don't get a... We don't... Okay. I thought for sure we were going to get the opportunity for another wide receiver battle. Just crazy. I don't get how you can be a top 15 receiver in the Big 12 last season. Your best wide receiver on the roster, and then you're just not getting playing time to start the next season. Well, we absolutely dominate Louisiana Tech. I mean, second half wasn't so great. I thought for sure we would have gotten playing time. I just don't know what's going on. Well, this should be another wide receiver battle. Finally get to be in the top 3. Yeah, Wasn't feeling like studying, I agree. Flunked the test. Well, fighting for our number one spot again. Just my mood has kind of sank a little bit. I didn't think we'd get absolutely no playing time in our first 3 games. I feel like we're back in our first year where we literally only got 4 snaps against, I think it was Wisconsin, as they were blowing us out. So I just a little disappointed is all. Well, obviously we either have an easier schedule this year, or the front half of our schedule's loaded, or something. Because I mean, we're 2-1, which is pretty nice. We lost to a ranked opponent, so that is what it is. But we've already earned our spot, so here's the hoping that we're able to have a good game, I guess, in our first game for the year. That's even assuming we get playing time. That's also assuming we don't run the ball 90 plays and then, yeah. I don't know. I just want to have a good time. Oh, we're on the bye week this week. Sick. Oh my god. We're actually ineligible. Because of us flunking that test? You have got to be kidding me. Alright, well. We might be... Nice. Well, we won last week. That's good, but we're losing so much time in terms of becoming in terms of achieving greatness. Well, we finally get this increase. We're now an 89 speed. This is pretty sick. Now we are just going to work on building up our overall after this. We need it. That simple as that. We have so much coach trust. We are literally we're off of the board. Also, we have to maintain a 2.0 GPA, and that's what we have. And we don't. Playing time. Oh my god, we're finally off of academic suspension. Well, our first game that we're probably going to see playing time in, let's hope, against BYU. Wow. As a wide receiver 3, I would have thought that we would have gotten some playing time. That's just disappointing. Well, oh. So we have to do this wide receiver 3 challenge again? That's ridiculous. Well, your midterm results are in. You got a D plus, a D minus twice, and an F. I check your GPA to... Oh, boy. Well, we get to do this wide receiver battle again. I wonder if our academic stuff knocked us down the depth chart or something. I honestly have no idea how it all works. You're not catching up to me. God, I feel so much faster now. It's somewhere down here. Then I can get tackled because I've already won. Let's go. Yeah, no, it's crazy how much faster 84 speed is from 84 speed is from 89 speed is from 84. Oh my god, I feel like I can fly. I turn on the jets out of corners? That's crazy. Oh, James Marietti. Sacrifice grades for results. Let's go. Well, we got absolutely slapped by USF. I... No playing time. I'm so confused. We're blaming the entire team. I don't get playing time. Why are you talking to me? It's simple as that. I haven't touched the field in 7 games. What I'm thinking is we might have gotten a new head coach, and maybe that's why. But we have so much coach trust, we're off the screen. Like, do you see us anywhere? There's a wide receiver 1, less than 10,000. There's wide receiver 2. There's wide receiver 4 with the negatives. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? It would mean a lot to get some playing time. Oh my god, we get to play. Oh, this has never felt so good. I'm so happy right now. Oh man, I would have loved to get that jump ball in the corner of the end zone, but already getting taken off the field. Let's go. You're going to call a run play? Absolutely not. I'm using my coach changes. I need this playing time. Don't take me off. We're only being brought in the red zone, which is like, alright, whatever, but... He throws a pick 6. Why do you throw it to him? We upset Kansas State. We finally get playing time. Would have loved to have gotten more, though. Would have loved to have got the ball, too. Is this for wide receiver 2? I need it, dude. I need playing time so badly. Donut Company? Absolutely. Medium boost in leadership. Nah, I'm not taking that. I need all the energy I can get. I am quite literally going to be spending pretty much the rest of my agenda on academics and my XP. I'm going to put we're going to put Marietti's health into risk because we need to get our overall up. I mean, who knows? We're definitely not going to be getting a Bolitnikoff. No chance. But there is still the chance for us next season to do what is needed to receive an accolade like that. And we are already contending for wide receiver 2, but we just need to make sure that we're not having to compete so much this late in our college career for a starting job. I would be interested in doing another underdog wide receiver, just not immediately though. I will say I have learned from how this has gone. And there's definitely a way to do this and not a way to do this. The way that I have done it. I think I approached it like I was already the starter. Which, I mean, in 2 seasons, I basically was. I was getting a lot of playing time as a backup, and I was still able to do whatever. But I think next time I do an underdog, I just need to focus on skill points. Just need to focus on skill points and getting the overall up. I didn't think that would matter as much as it did. But learning this season, the only reason I was the bottom of the depth chart was because I was just the lowest overall in the team. The highest was a 77. So if I just put a little less in the academics, like, all right, let's not focus on being a high 3.0 or high 3 to 4.0 GPA student and focus a little bit more on ball, I totally think we have an opportunity to be way better than we are right now. And plus, any glitches that have happened, such as us going from starter to bench player in our second season, maybe something like that is ironed out. I honestly have no idea. I'm in the middle of editing season 3, breaking the fourth wall a little bit, but this is going to be a quick season. We haven't even passed the hour mark. You have no idea how good it feels to be in on the first play of the game again. Like, I have taken this so for granted. There's nothing like knowing that in our time here, nothing has changed over the course of the season. I watched our quarterback throw a pick 6. But we get an opportunity with the ball here. I wanted to try and get around that guy, but we get 7 yards. Alright, well, we're in the second quarter. We get a big catch. Let's go. We're putting together a little quiet game. Got a little under 50 yards on 4 catches. Make that another catch. Let's go. Why are we not operating in the hurry up? With how much the quarterbacks like to throw checkdowns, it would have been a blessing to get. Well, at least we got a catch. It would have been a blessing if they put tight end in this game. Why would you throw the screen that late when there's only defenders to get me? Oh my god, we get a catch and we're able to get yards afterwards. Keep us on, keep us on, keep us on, keep us on, please! They put us back on a play later. I don't think we got out of bounds. I don't know. And we won. We beat the Bearcats. I don't know how we did that. Marietti had an amazing game. Like 11 catches, over 100 yards. I really would have loved to see what we could have done this season with the full year. Well, at this point in the season, we are getting really close to a bowl game. I'm hoping we can at least get a couple stats in our name, just to make this season not feel as lost overall. Would have loved to be able to get a little bit more yards there. I'm really just happy we got that. Finally get our second catch of the day. We've had a few brutal drops. It's just another catch. We've had a pretty bad day. We've dropped a few balls. I think we've been attributed with a drop. Oh my god, he finally hit us over the shoulder. Oh my god, we finally get a good play. Let's go. Oh my god. We lost because we didn't get the 2-point conversion. Pretty rough day for us. We got hit in the head with the ball twice, and I guess those counted as drops. One real drop, but just an interesting game. We're finally able to challenge for the wide receiver 1 spot. I think going into one of the last 2 games of the season. All right. I mean, I'm expecting us to have to do this next year unless we transfer again. But I mean, we know what we got to do. Just take care of business. All right. Well, we went 3 for 3. Wide receiver 1 time. We get our first catch of the day, short of the line, unfortunately. I really wish it wouldn't automatically possession catch me a bunch of the time. There's our second catch of the day. You know, I was thinking, I don't think I've seen a running back touchdown in this game. Okay. It would be better if you didn't throw it directly to him. finally get another catch. We haven't seen any attention in so long. We have enough skill points to upgrade to Marietti. We're taking it. We're going up to a 74 overall. Big first catch for us. I mean, we were all alone on an island. If that wasn't on the sideline, we probably had a touchdown there. I haven't had much thoughts on the opportunities I've had to get catches, if I'm being honest. A lot of these times I'm not expecting to get them. I'm totally out of bounds there. I didn't get called out of bounds. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I've decided to just see what it would be like if I didn't change the play every time. And I've just been sitting through every single run play, just seeing what the game cycles out. And let me tell you, some of the play calls in this game are ass. Well, we get the 2-point conversion. That's pretty cool. First time in an end zone this season. That's crazy. Well, we lose to Oklahoma State. I think we finished with 5 wins. It's the best we've ever finished with. I just wish our quarterback didn't only throw bullet passes. Like, every time, like, I feel like he throws to us, it's a bullet pass. He never throws one up over the defender. He always throws it directly in the passing lane to throw a pick. Well, we're back in this scenario. We're totally prepared for everything, so I'm just going to put everything into that stuff. All right, we got straight A's. We finished out the year strong. Let's go. Quarterback from Clemson wins the Heisman. I almost thought we were going to be selected for a bowl game because I've just been keep getting these things to work on, but I just keep going for skill points. LSU wins against Pitt in the national championship. Well, we have the transfer portal, of course. We're not going to start at anything. We're not going to start at anything better than a 3-star. You know what? We're going to stick it out. We got one more year with Kansas, I'm pretty sure. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so we get to start out challenging for wide receiver 2. I'm okay with this. This season wasn't exactly what we wanted, but let's just look at the stats. Yeah, definitely a down year. Well, if we're going to attempt to get a Biletnikoff, we need to blow these numbers out of the water. That's all I got for you. Just finished off the Season 4 video. Doing Season 5 right away. Get me in this position battle. Part of me wishes I would have really focused on the skill points at the beginning of our career, but I want a Biletnikoff. That's all I want. With the way that we're performing in this drill. Oh my god, are we even going to be able to become a starter? I think if we get the touchdown, we can. Oh no. So we have to win in one of these next drills. I'd love to have a different quarterback, but unfortunately we have the same guy. I think if we were able to have a majority of the season where we're playing a majority of the games, we could have a shot to be one of the best wide receivers in the nation. That is honestly our goal at this point. I don't know how going to the NFL would work. I do know they are implementing a thing where you can transfer your player to Madden, which you already know when Madden 25 comes out, you're going to be seeing James Marietti, whatever his name is. Oh my god. I shouldn't have been dicking around in that one drill, is what I'm kind of gathering right now. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We won the wide receiver battle. But you for sure will be seeing James Marietti again at some point. Don't know when it's going to be. But after this season, you'll see him in a couple months. I don't have to spend anything on regret. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. We got our first game against Hawaii. Let's hope we can tear it up. All right. In our first game. Why do we get our first catch, but I don't know what the hell that was. Another thing I really want out of this season with Marietti, I want our team to have a winning season. And I want to make a bowl game. I don't care if we're not national championships or whatnot, or not national champions, but I really want to have a winning season. We were totally out of bounds. I'd be shocked if that thing... Okay. They're not calling it back. I'm not going to complain. Our running game's still bad. Yeah, our running game and offensive line is still pretty terrible. And he's going to hit us over the top. And oh my, in our first game, massive touchdown. We put up the first points on the board. Oh, Marietti, take the Big 12 by storm. I'm going to guess we were really tired after that because we didn't get put back in the game until late in this quarter. And that's kind of upsetting. Got another quick catch. We go over 100 yards on the day already. Let's go. We get our second touchdown. First game with multiple touchdowns. Let's go. Oh, man. This feels so good to finally be involved. Oh, my God. We are just having a day on this corner. I completely abandoned my route. 3 touchdowns. Oh, man. This senior is having a great time. We get our 4th touchdown. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Marietti is just absolutely loving all of this. Oh man, did this feel good. Marietti finally had an outstanding performance as we were a key contributor in completely destroying Hawaii. Let's go. Player of the game. Let's go. We'll get a massive amount of followers. Absolutely. We need all the attention we can get on ourselves. Oh. Let's go. Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. No National Player of the Week. National Offensive Player of the Week. This is the recognition we are going to need. Because we have a bye week in week 2. Come to no shocker. We get the challenge for the wide receiver 1 position. Let's continue building. Your leader on this team, rack up triple digit receiving yards, including. If we lose, the challenge is off. Okay. I don't know what this challenge is going to do what we need to. Sure. Well, we have this position battle, and if I'm being honest, I don't know if I want to win or lose it. Because we just tore up from the wide receiver 2 position. But maybe this is a newfound offense. We do also have enough skill points to get an upgrade, so we are going to do that as well. I'm dicing up our corners. I've been doing a couple of riskier things too. But overall, I have been giving them a hard time. There's a wide receiver battle. We're wide receiver 1. So I can spend 6 skill points to up our elusiveness. If anything, I definitely want to do our hands. And next time we'll either do route running or IQ to give us another boost in overall. This is a team that beat us last year. They were ranked when we played them. But we do have a challenge for this game. We do need to win the game, get 100 yards, and get a touchdown. So that is what I'm going to focus on. We got taken off the field for a little bit. I think we got injured, if I'm being honest. But we're able to make our way back onto the field and get our first catch of the game. Yeah, I don't know what's been up, but our playing time certainly has gone down from last week to this week, and there's another flag in the play. Get our second catch of the day. We need to be able to stay on the field if we're going to get our touchdown, though. That's honestly what I'm concerned about. I still think we can get the yards, but it's just the touchdown that's concerning me, as our tight end gets a pretty big play. We get the ball. We're able to get it up towards midfield. We lost by 1 point. That's brutal. We got a lot of playing time in the second half, but I think we got injured, and that's what led us to being taken out for the rest of the first. That's unfortunate. I mean, we lose by 1. Can't be too mad. Just a little bit of a heartbreaker. All right, we're on the field for the first time against Louisiana Tech. We instantly throw a pick. What are we doing? There's our first catch. We get another catch, and we're able to get a little bit more yardage after that one. That's pretty nice. Number third or fourth catch of the game. I'm losing count. Get another catch. I think that's our 7th for the day. We got taken off the field for a little while, and now it is... Now we are losing, which is not ideal, but we do get this first down. We beat Louisiana Tech. Another game without a touchdown. Did have a pretty solid day, though. I think 7 or 8 catches, around 70 yards. I can't complain, but obviously the sophomore stole the show with a 100-yard day. We have enough skill points for another upgrade, I'm pretty sure. We're going to take this one to route running. We move up to a 78 overall. Well, so early in the first quarter, it turns out we hurt our knee, and we ended up getting taken out until the 4th. This is making me realize I might not want to be putting so much effort into skill points, because I'm losing so much playing time by trying to get my player upgraded. I can't help but feel like we're part of the reason why we lost this game. Barely got any playing time, and that's mainly because we keep getting injured. Get our first catch of the day. Put a lot of emphasis on making sure we could be on the field this week in terms of our agenda. Get our second catch of the day. I mean, I hate having to kind of cheese the sideline, but we just don't call plays that help me at all. It's a little hard to have enthusiasm in this game, so... like... because there are so many times where our quarterback just throws the ball instantly. And most of the time when he throws the ball instantly, it ends up being a pick. Which is really infuriating. And then Marietti goes and does this. Like, then there's nothing better than on 3rd and a mile. We decide that we want to run a halfback draw, lose 3 yards. I'm in love with it. Get it? We're getting a couple of catches, though, so maybe I should keep bitching. Break out of the tackle. Come on, let's go. Keep on. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. There's this little soft spot of the zone, and I just want to keep abusing it as long as I can. Keep us in the hurry up. We can win this game. Just keep me on the field, please. And ball comes out bad. We're over 100 yards on the day, but unfortunately... we got no touchdowns, and that could have been one if it was an on-target pass. It's just tough sometimes. Well, we got a rain game this week. And we get our first catch despite that. 25 yards. Let's go. We get another big pass. If we could have... I wish I... wish it was a little bit further away from the sideline. That could have been a touchdown. Got another catch. We're 3 for 65 early in the game. Let's go. Got taken out for a couple drives, unfortunately, but we do have the lead, which I am quite okay with. Get our 4th catch of the day. I'm having to cheese the sideline a little bit, but we take what we can get. Man, this could be a massive opportunity for us to get a touchdown. We got a massive catch, but out on the sideline. They're keeping us in. We lost? Dude, I don't get how we can be up by 2 scores and I suck. We get our first pass of the day after I think like 6 straight run plays, and I bet we get taken off the field now. We get our touchdown. Oh my god. I didn't think we were going to get that. I thought that was going to hit the guy that was in front of us. We get our 5th touchdown of the season. Let's go. The fact that we caught that, I just... we're taking off the field. I honestly just don't have much of a reaction for most of these catches anymore. I think only my quarterback could lose a game that we're winning by multiple scores by throwing 4 straight interceptions. I just don't get it. Oh my god, we got our first catch of the day. I just... I have quite the rant on this game mode. Oh my god, we caught it. Oh my god, we stayed up. If you couldn't tell, this game is starting to wear me out a little bit. And I'm honestly tempted to make a whole separate video of why. But I can just tell you right now, this, for the most part, is not very fun. We get our first catch of the day. I just... holy fuck. I did not think we were getting that one. Oh my god, we got a touchdown. I mean, I'll be honest. It does feel good to score when it happens. But part of my issue has been just stuff that doesn't seem right. Get another catch. You know, I should be really excited. We're, like, statistically having our best season ever. And I'm just complaining a whole bunch. But my thought is like, we're 2-6. Like, I just the losing's getting pretty old. Oh my god, we actually had a pretty decent amount of yards there. We might be over 80 yards on the day. Damn, we really weren't able to get that. We beat Iowa State. My reaction's so dull. I hate this quarterback. Oh boy, I can't wait to play West Virginia. I bet we are going to win this game. Oh boy, a catch! Yay! Against West Virginia! Yay! Oh, we're down by 24! Yay! We got a catch, but I bet it's coming back. Pass interference, let's go. We get our second catch of the game. It's been really exciting. Don't look at the score at the bottom, though. It actually says we're winning 10-0, not down by 55 points, actually. Oh my god, we got our first catch of the day. It's been incredibly slow for me today. Part of me wants to alter my routes every single time. But my thought is like, I don't know. I wish play calling was completely out of my control. Maybe another catch. If only these catches meant something when we are, well, down by 18. But what do I know? Wow, shocker, we lost. We're terrible. We have the final game of my college career up next. I'm being honest. Not excited. Let's look at the stats just to see what we need to get. How do I see just for this season? Oh no, this should work. We're 166 yards off of a 1,000-yard season. Just ridiculous. Oh, nice. We have the opportunity to close out our college career at home. And that's honestly something I'm quite interested in, and I love this quarterback so much. I love him. God, you head. Get our first catch of the day. Oh my god, the fact that that wasn't a pick is incredible. Pass interference, defense. Yeah, I'm not going to let our running back and our quarterback lose us this game. I'm a try hard. Man, they should just call us Tony Toe Tap. Oh my god, that worked. Oh my god. We got a touchdown off of that. Let's go. I was not expecting that one to work. The ball hit the f***ing ref. Yes, I love this mode. We're breathing heavy. We haven't won yet. Get the f back up. I have just honestly won 1,000 yards. After that, don't care. 61 yards off. This very well could be the very last play of James Marietti's career. I bet we take the check down. Oh my god, we... Alright. There's nothing like ending the career in the sim. What a... We won at least. I believe this is the end of our journey with James Marietti. We can go over the stats and all that nonsense in a couple minutes here. Because I want to know what happens now. Yeah, no, we haven't completed practice. We sure as hell aren't making a bowl game. I mean, let's just look at our overall. Let's look at how we did this season. 62 catches, 962 yards, and 7 touchdowns. 4 of those touchdowns came in one game, which is kind of disappointing. But, you know, for somebody who wasn't even supposed to be playing in college, we definitely take that. It would be so nice if we had enough to get another skill point after this one, so we could have enough to get one more upgrade, and we'd finally be an 80 overall. Another Clemson quarterback wins the Heisman. But what happens with us now? All we can do is leave for the NFL. James Marietti. Declare for the draft and take your player to EA Sports, carrying over your awards and getting a head start on your road to NFL superstar status. That's what we're going to do. It says it was successfully exported. I guess this is where we're stuck. Man, after 5 seasons, why can't I just see my career stats? Oh, perfect. This is quite the journey. I mean, this isn't anywhere near where I thought we would be, but I wonder what would have happened if we would stayed with Northwestern, or maybe if we would have transferred to a smaller school. Honestly, who knows, but that's gonna be all for me today. I think I'm going to take a little break from Road to Glory, probably maybe a week before I start my next one. I really want to work on my Dynasty, but that's going to be all. Take it easy. Peace.